Good afternoon. Is it made by AI? Guess me. Is it made by AI? Partially it is. Okay, I'm Hajrat Hania, studying at the Department of Mass Communication and Journalism at the University of Dhaka, working in the seminar ground that is AI tool adaptation and ethical awareness among university students in the global south, evidence from the University of Dhaka. Okay. Basically, AI tools are being used globally in academia with a widespread. But point is that now rising the ethical concept of using it, how we should use it in our academia and our research work, including our learning process. But in global south perspective, it has not been studied how we are working, although there are some studies based on global north. And and based on this issue, we studied on the global south perspective based on Bangladesh as a global south country. And our research objectives is to analyze the trend and perspective of the ethical use of AIT in tertiary education and how are the scholar viewing the scenario among the features of futures in Bangladesh, including the global south countries. And these are the research question based on the objectives. And for literature review, we have seen that artificial intelligence are playing key role about the country's academia based on their culture and their ethical consideration of norms. And it varies from global regions like USA to and UAE. And survey students studied that AI awareness are not rising, but their infrastructure are being developed based on their abilities. Okay, for theoretical model, we have used a theory and on framework. Theory is the theory technological acceptance model, and the framework is by the principle of ethics, ethical AI framework, which is developed in European Commission, I guess, and that was how they are using artificial intelligence in their academia and their circumstances. And technological acceptance model says that we people use technology when it gives us benefit with less effort. And based on these theories and framework, our methodology has been developed that this is a mixed method study where population is the University of Dhaka, which is the most representative university over the country, and obviously so we are working on Bangladesh, and that's gonna be the best choice to study. And we have surveyed a questionnaire for 400 students, which is 1% of the whole population, and we took a care of four professors and scholars who are the expert on this sector, and the data collection period has been mentioned here. And for findings, sorry. Okay. For findings, that would be that if we speak demographically, okay, 94% students were undergrad, and who are 97% of students are aware about using artificial intelligence in their academia and their personal life, where only 12% of them are training about this. And that's the major institutional gap, that our global south nations are using artificial intelligence but they are not aware about it. And 68.7% students use artificial intelligence daily. That's the massive gap, where 12% just don't, and they know the something about artificial intelligence with from an institutional background. And only they are not unaware, they are also being fooled, and they are not confident about using it also. And they think sometimes that their privacy are being hampered, and these information are maybe thieved from their circumstances and the use of the tool. Where 71.1% perceive that there are ethical risks, where 46.3% are moderate, that is medium level of risks, which we draw based on the framework we earlier mentioned, and uh, yeah, and the 39% student mostly in control by AI, where 2.5% report that is no control in their self by using artificial intelligence. That means 2.5% means people of 100 who are not totally, then not even control on their self using artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence control them in their terms of word. And of course, these slides are not properly visible from my side. That makes some noises. Okay, 40.3% remains neutral about using the AI fairness of their lives, and 71.6% consider that this clause in artificial intelligence use in academia work is important for their outstanding. And where are they're using this tool in their academia? Because time savings are simplifying the complex topics, as earlier presenters have mentioned here, and research assistance and writing improvement for their academics. And the concern are this, their over reliance on this and climbing the critical thinking and misinformation that earlier presenter also mentioned in their studies as well, and this study also submit these queries. And academia is dishonesty and ethical consultation and privacy matters here also. Okay. Okay. Let's see. AI is a tool. We are living in the age of AI. But can we escape this? There is no chance of escaping this technology because it has added some features that we didn't feel before, and these are important in our life. Okay. And for academia and based on the global south countries, we can skip this. We should have to grow proper policy to develop in our life. And even, the university like Oxford has opened this technology to their staffs, students, and professors to use it and get better benefit with less effort comparative to the past. And we must have the policy literacy in ethical awareness. And for recommendations, we need the literacy at the university level, and both teacher and students are interested about taking the courses and being trained. Okay, and we must be look forward for that way, and how they are trying to be educated or literate about this, and that must be for the next studies matter. Okay, and addressing the technology and inequality across the global south, that must be included as well. Because global north are making the policy that must not be copy and paste on the global south, because the circumstances, the scenario, past, culture and history is totally different, and demography as well. And AI is very natural in this kind of circumstances, but that must become under a monitoring process that should be to go through the Turnitin, like AI checking another AI. Okay, Turnitin check or other checks to get in academic publishing, and launching training workshop for the teachers and students, as I earlier mentioned. And national AI policy for the every country, so how they will use AI in their study and their nation. And this were my recommendation and study. Obviously, I had to work in one campus that might be different from other campuses, and this study was not a long time run study. That was a month gap study, month-long study, but it could be different for a next generation about the new technologies, new AI tools. And if the participants were self-motivated to participate, share any information wrong or what is not real, that will also be done. And the qualitative sampling was small because that was four university professors. Because of course there was a limitation of the scholars as well. Okay, I have just 2 minutes. Okay. And mostly undergrad students were there, and obviously that's not that doesn't go against the parameter, and that's also represent the parameter as well. And conclusion, again I'm going to say that 90%, 97% students and researchers are aware about using artificial intelligence in their academic uses, but only 12% are trained. This is a massive gap, and we will have to focus on that issue for our next generation to be trained about this new technology and better outcome. And another point is 71.1%, that means 71% recognize the ethical risks of using them in their personal life and academia. That must also be recognized for the policy level dialogue and other issues. And technology acceptance is fast, but what is the next, that must be based on that time as well. And that's the scan. You can scan to get all the references I have used here. And thank you so much for your valuable time and attention. I hope I have finished within the time. Thank you everyone.